Should you go freelance or try to work for a production company? This is another question I get all the time, and like most things in this industry, there isn't one right answer. So welcome back to Bite Size Film School. Let's get into it. So there are some real differences you should understand between the two. So let's start with freelance. Freelance gives you flexibility, control over your time, and the ability to choose projects and the kinds of people and the kinds of jobs you want to work with. But it does also come with uncertainty. You don't know where the next job is coming from, you don't have guaranteed income, and you're responsible for everything: finding work, managing clients, running your business. It can be great, but it can also be stressful, especially early on. Now, compare that to working for a production company where you get structure, consistency, regular work. You're part of a team, you're learning from others, and you're not constantly worrying about where the next job is coming from. But you have less control. You don't choose every project, you're working within someone else's system, and your progression depends on the company. So, which one is better? Well, it really does depend on you and how you are and who you are. Early in your career, working for a production company can be incredibly valuable. You're exposed to real projects, real clients, real workflows, and you learn quickly. You also build relationships, which, as we've already talked about, is key in this industry. Freelance tends to work better once you've built up some experience, once you've got contacts, once people know who you are, because then work can start coming to you. Trying to go freelance too early is where a lot of people struggle, because you're trying to learn the craft, build the contacts, and find the work all at the same time. Whereas in a company, a lot of that is already in place. That said, some people do make freelance work early, usually because they already know people, or they have very proactive attitudes, or they're willing to push through the uncertainty. So it's not impossible, nothing is, but it's just harder. The reality is, most careers in this industry aren't one or the other. People move between both. They might start in a company, then go freelance, go back into a company, then freelance again. It's not a fixed path, and doing it like that is great. So instead of thinking, which one should I choose, think, what stage am I at? And what makes sense right now? Both have pros and cons, and both can lead to a successful career. So it really is, who are you and what is it you're looking for? If you've got a mortgage and a family, those issues can feel bigger than when you're younger and starting out. But at the same time, on the flip side, when you're starting out, you might not totally understand the industry. You certainly might not understand every skill and requirement, be them soft skills or technical skills that a client is looking for. So it really is, it is a tough one, and I'm not here to say whether you, whoever you are, should be doing one or the other. It also depends on your specialism. Some specialisms have more freelancers and are more expected to be freelancers than others. So this is a subject I think we'll revisit, and I'm certainly open to any questions. So if you want to put questions in the comments, please do. But for now, really have a think about where you are in your career, or where you're heading to the start of your career, where your confidence is at. Are you able to market yourselves, network, and sell yourselves consistently? Because getting one freelance job is great, but that's not what you're after. You're after regular freelance work, and what does that look like? So really think about it. There are bonuses to both. Research, think, and then make a decision. And of course, always reach out to those who are already in the know. You can ask them questions, and of course, keep watching Bite Size Film School. Thanks.